Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. This is a time to get relaxed so that you can feel the well-being, you can feel at ease, you can allow the stress to wash away and get into a creative state of being. We become what we think about. That's a point that should provoke you to ask some serious questions. What is thought? How does thought have such a powerful impact on us? What am I thinking about? Oftentimes, if you're not feeling great, you can trace it back to your thinking, what you've been thinking about, what you've been focused on. And we become what we think about. So it's the ideas in our mind that cause our behavior to be as it is. Ideas are nothing but thoughts or a collection of thoughts that are brought together. Thought is energy. It is the most potent form of energy. Energy is forever flowing to and through people. It's flowing to and through me at this time and through you. As energy flows into our consciousness and we think, we form thoughts from that energy. And as we internalize those thoughts, we alter the vibration that our mind and body is in. Your body is a mass of energy, and it's vibrating at a high speed of vibration. The better you feel, the higher the vibrational energy that you emit. And the energy that you emit into the universe attracts back to you everything that's in harmony with it. So notice when you're not feeling good, you're actually attracting more things that'll cause you to not feel good. And when you attract things that aren't great, maybe you complain or worry or doubt or get into um, a state of anxiety. Just by switching your thoughts, you can change that energy. You can become consciously aware of the vibration that your body is in. And when you become emotionally involved with a negative thought, it causes you to feel bad or negative. And of course, emotional involvement with positive thoughts will produce the opposite result. So that's clearly what some people do. Successful people, people who love life, and you see them and you wonder how they got so lucky. They're so happy, they're so healthy, they're bouncing down the street, they're joyful. Nothing seems to bother them. Well, when ideas are impressed upon your subconscious mind repeatedly, repetitively, over and over and over, they become fixed in your subconscious mind. Maybe your subconscious mind has been fixed on looking at the worst that could happen, or looking at problems, or searching for what's going wrong, or looking for reasons that something that you want can't happen. Maybe that's just become a habit. Maybe you've developed the habit of waiting for the next bad thing to come along. or expecting things to go wrong, expecting the day to be hard, to be a struggle. Well, when we get a multitude of ideas fixed in our subconscious mind, that just becomes a pattern that we repeat. It's our conditioning, or what Bob Proctor calls a paradigm, which is a multitude of habits, most of which are inherited. So you might have inherited the, the way of being what you might think is realistic or cautious or logical. We become what we think about. So if you want to be happy, is the way you're programmed to think, to feel, is that allowing you to be happy? Is that causing you to be joyful and intentional and have a feeling of well-being? If it's not, you can change that. As you change your thinking, you can alter the vibration that you're in. And of course, that's how that affects how you feel. And for a person to change any result in their life, they must change the habitual way they think and act and feel. And this requires strong conscious control over your thinking rather than running back to safety or the comfort zone as soon as you start to feel a little worried about something. Realize that if you have something that you are passionate about, something that you would love to do, there is an infinite supply. You don't have to worry that you're taking from someone else. When you can get a picture of what it is that you truly desire, know that we live in an abundant universe. And when I say abundant or abundance, I'm not talking about more stuff, lots of things, more money, although most people think that will make them happier. I'm talking about the feeling of abundance. Did you ever walk in nature and get quiet and look around and notice the abundance of leaves on the trees, blades of grass, wildflowers? If you are a person who loves being by the water, whether it's your favorite lake or an ocean, and you can look at the vast expanse of water, it seems to be infinite. Bob Proctor was my mentor, and he said, the universe is infinite, but it's like you go to the ocean with a teaspoon and you take a teaspoon of water from the ocean and you say to yourself, well, that's all that's meant for me. I have to leave enough for everybody else. There is rain and there's drought, there's hurricanes, there's all kinds of things going on in nature. But nature is always for expansion and further expression. And the natural urge in you is part of this infinite universe. And there's something inside of you that wants more. No matter how wealthy you are, no matter how happy you are, no matter how wonderful life is, there's always that little urge inside of you for more. That's not greedy. That is the spiritual side of you wanting to experience more life. Whether you believe that God is in every person, God is in you, and God wants to experience more and more and more through you. And you might think of it as spirit cannot taste chocolate or feel a hug or smell chocolate chip cookies baking. You're here in a unique physical human form to expand the universe, to do more, to be more, to have more. That's by design. That's not greedy or selfish. In order for the universe to continue to expand, you, as part of this universe, must go after your dreams. Go after what you truly desire. You're not here to just suffer and survive and make it safely to death. You're here to experience life. That's why you feel so free when you're doing something that you love. That is abundance that feels wonderful, and that can get you into a fantastic vibrational energy. So, in order to go after what you really desire, you're probably going to need to reprogram your automatic thinking that it's too big, it's too much, I can't do it, it's selfish. Well, in Dr. Maxwell Maltz's book, Psycho-Cybernetics, he tells us to use mental pictures to relax. And he suggests that we do this for at least 30 minutes a day. Now, you might say, I don't have 30 minutes a day. Well, how about just spending 5 minutes getting relaxed, getting into a feeling of well-being so that your body is at ease. And when it's at ease, you can think clearly. Solutions will come to you where maybe there's been a problem in your life that you've been stressing about and trying to force something to happen or try to get out of something. But have you ever noticed what you resist persists? If you're building your muscles, you use resistance. If you're persisting, fighting against something, fighting against family or friends or boss or society, have you ever noticed that the energy gets bigger, worse, stronger? If you've ever tried to convince somebody else that your way is the right way and you get louder and more forceful, doesn't that just make the craziness get bigger? And they dig their heels in and get more entrenched in their position. That's human nature. So if you just get let go of that, unclench your fists and your jaw and relax your body and relax your central nervous system, that will allow you to think about, what do you really want? What would you prefer? When you're with your loved ones, are you acting as if you love them and care about them? Are you showing them just by your loving energy, not lavishing them with gifts, but spending time with them, enjoying their company, doing things together, creating some joy in your life and in your family's life? What about your work? If you're doing something that you don't enjoy, or maybe you're starting to really resent your work, you are not going to expand the energy. You're going to be clenching your teeth and just trying to get to the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the month, so you can pay bills. That becomes a never-ending cycle of doom. You're meant to create something big and beautiful and joyful and live your life to the fullest. You might not allow yourself to even think about that because you're trying to push to get things done. I want you to just practice. Let's try this for a couple of minutes, what Dr. Maltz says. Seat yourself comfortably in an easy chair or lie down on your back. Consciously let go of the various muscle groups as much as possible without making too much of an effort. Just consciously pay attention to the various parts of your body and let go a little. You'll find that you can always voluntarily relax to a certain degree. You can stop frowning and let your forehead relax. You can ease up a little on the tension in your jaw. Take a deep breath in and let that go. When you take deep breaths, you open up the vagus nerve between your heart and your mind. You allow life to flow through you. You can calm your central nervous system. And ideas can come to you easily. Let your hands, your arms, your shoulders relax. Let your internal organs relax. Let your legs and feet become more relaxed. Dr. Maltz suggests spending 5 minutes just doing this and then stop paying attention to your muscles. And instead of trying to get relaxed by conscious control, you're just going to relax more and more by allowing your creative mechanism to automatically bring about a relaxed condition. If you have an idea of something that you desire, that a way of living, an ideal lifestyle, purposeful work, whatever you would love, have it as a goal picture. Hold it in your imagination. And according to Dr. Maltz, you let your automatic mechanism realize those goals for you. Now, he suggests that you can practice this at work when you can tell your muscles to relax and focus on relaxing the muscles of your face, allowing the tension to leave your body. Continue with the daily practice in relaxation, and you become more and more proficient. And in the meantime, you can induce something of that relaxed feeling and the relaxed attitude while going about your daily activities. If you form the mental habit of remembering that nice, relaxed feeling that you induced, stop occasionally during the day. It only takes a moment, and you can remember in detail the sensations of relaxation. You can easily do this for a few moments during the day in your office, in your vehicle. Once you get to your destination, you can park your car, and before you get out of the car, Remember in detail the sensations of relaxation. Remember how your arms and your shoulders felt, your legs, your neck and back. Remind your face to relax. Sometimes forming a mental picture of yourself lying in bed or sitting relaxed and limp in your favorite chair helps you to recall the relaxed sensations. You might mentally repeat to yourself several times, I feel more and more relaxed. Practice this remembering faithfully several times during the day. You will be surprised at how much it reduces fatigue and how much better you are able to handle situations. By relaxing and maintaining a relaxed attitude, you remove those excess states of concern, tension, and anxiety which interfere with the efficient operation of your creative mechanism. Remember at the beginning, I said, what you think about, you bring about. We become what we think about, and thought is the most potent form of energy. When you get into a relaxed state of being and you practice this, you no longer need to consciously practice it. It becomes a habit. It becomes just who you are. So then when a crisis happens, you can be relaxed and think about a solution. You can take control when everyone around you is losing their head. You are the one that can step up and do what needs to be done. Solutions come to you easily when you are in a relaxed state of being. You might have learned to become stressed and anxious. You can unlearn that and learn how to be calm and relaxed and allow solutions to come easily. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll notice that I've been reading from Dr. Maxwell Maltz's book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and in his 5 rules for freeing your creative machinery, which I've been talking about for the last 5 days, do your worrying before you place your bet, not after the wheel starts turning. Decide what it is you're going after. Choose a goal, choose a destination, choose a target, choose something that you are passionate about. That's the destination, that's the goal, that's what you really want. And then when you're relaxed a few times a day, imagine what that would really feel like to be that, to be there. Get into that state of being. And then let go of the outcome. Don't limit the universe. Focus your attention on what it is you want, and then let go of the how. Form the mental habit of consciously responding to the present moment. You might take some time to write out what is your goal as if it's already done. Write it out in the present tense, and then let go of how it could happen. Just get on with the day, and your internal guidance system, your subconscious mind, will do the heavy lifting for you. Dr. Maltz's 3rd rule for success is to Try to do only one thing at a time. Focus your attention on the job at hand and don't worry about yesterday or tomorrow what you have to do. Just focus on getting done what you need to get done, doing your best. The fourth rule is to sleep on it. If you've been wrestling with a problem all day long and not making any apparent progress, try dismissing it from your mind and go to sleep in the feeling of your goal already accomplished. Maybe before you go to sleep tonight, you read your goal. You get into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You pretend you're going to sleep at the end of the perfect day. You're going to sleep in your dream home or at your vacation destination or whatever it is that you choose. You're sleeping in the knowing that it's yours. And relax while you work. Take some relaxation breaks. Mentally tune into either your dream goal or just relaxing your muscles, taking a deep breath in, allowing yourself to get into a state of well-being. Being at ease allows your creative mechanism to work for you. And as you calm your body, you calm your nervous system, you allow the universe, allow the universe to pop an idea into your mind that will get you to that next level. And make sure you take action on it. Write it down, because as you change your thinking patterns, as you change your feeling patterns, you're going to notice that you start taking different actions. And as you take different actions, the universe reacts differently, and your whole world will become what you truly desire. You change you, and everything around you improves. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.